Now then, let's move on straight towards, this is for third place, by the way, so you could potentially say this is the fight between third and fourth place right now. So, semi-finals was yesterday, so today we're going to go straight towards third place, and tomorrow should be finals with a BO5. Anyways, we're going to be having YG versus Anne here, and Redpack coming out as, opera singer finally, so we don't have that Violetta anymore, but I mean, with this type of team comp as well, yeah, opera singer here probably would have been the better choice overall anyways. But we are going to be able to see Patient here at fourth stop, Cheerleader in 2-story, and of course the Enchantress here being chosen out immediately against an opera singer. But it does seem like Enchantress will be taking the first chase here anyways. But Ench is going to be our first stop here. Meanwhile, our first officer is going to be by Bridge. Okay, this selection mode seems like Ench's cipher will be locked, and on towards the band picks we go. It should be Seer and Lawyer, who first two bands here, and then followed up by the Antiquarian and of course the Mercenary. Overall for Mercy, I could understand, because if there was a Mercy out on the field, then it's going to be a very low chance here for Opera Singer to get any chair comp potential as well, which is why they decide to ban the Mercenary here. But even with that on mind, let's move on towards the game really quickly then, shall we? We're going to be able to see Alpha here spawning out of outer skirts of fourth stop. With this spawn, it shouldn't be too bad overall. Redpack should be able to catch up pretty decently, pretty fast, honestly, on that side now as well. And even with just the dashes here, being able to cancel it with a basic attack hit, that's going to be a hook immediately rushing towards the next double pallet area here alongside with the window. But even with that on mind, it's going to be a little bit hard here for Alpha to play around. We are going to be able to get the vault over here. Sadly, Windows Speed Boost wasn't able to pull the distance away from the Opera Singer, but I guess also at the same time Opera Singer kind of predicted that vault as well, because if Patient didn't vault, if Opera Singer didn't predict that, then Patient would have been able to get off the window immediately, and up and away he goes. But it seems like for now we're going to use a second hook, immediately go up towards fourth stop once again. Containment wise it's okay, but I don't think we're going to be able to force Blink out here, which is the unfortunate part. I think that wasn't much of a distance pulled there, but of course Opera Singer chart attack hit down alongside the Women's Speed Boost here. 3 cipher machines currently at 50%, and we are also chaired a little bit closely towards first officer here, but first officer already crouching. It seems like it's going to be Trunguard detention here with max destructiveness alongside with panic. Okay, overall still not too bad. Overall still not too bad right now. But with a lot of things on mind. First officer did use that pocket watch a little bit early, but we are going to have to be very careful of the double down situation here as well. Patient doesn't really have any items here remaining. First officer, that's going to be the third watcher being used. Repa has a huge double down potential. Repa definitely has a huge double down potential right now. You could potentially go for Odie, but Odie a little bit too far away. Meanwhile, Alpha is going to be able to take that window thankfully, but with no items remaining here, for him to be rebound kiting, I'd say it's quite a bit of a low possibility. You could even just use Blink here if you really want to do so, but once again, if it's within tight turnaround time, there's no need for Opera Singer to use. Well, we probably could use the... Oh, we probably could use the Blink. Oh, we probably could use a Blink here. Yes, okay. That was quite big from Alpha. That is really big from Alpha. Redpack thought that he could get him down without Blink here, but it seems like that extra 15-second containment did buy quite a little bit of cipher machines here. We're currently at 2 cipher machines down and 2 cipher machines at 50% plus. Currently trying to open the last one as fast as we can, but with Ryu here coming in as the cheerleader being picked out round 1 with Flywheel, by the way. So this isn't a Windows Speed Boost, but instead of Flywheel. I guess Flywheel does kind of make sense on cheerleader in this case scenario, but didn't get a hit there at all. We're trying to body block and seems like it'll be going astray, but that's still okay though. Cheerleader currently max health, but Cheerleader needs to contain for a little bit longer than we expected. Now Cheerleader is pulling distance, but the issue I do think with Cheerleader here is the fact that it's going to be quite hard for you to be able to do much in this situation as well. We are going to be able to see the pom-pom here coming from Cheerleader side. Cheerleader refreshing the cooldown immediately. Meanwhile, we are trying to play as much mind games here as possible. That's going to be a brilliant Flywheel. And of course, vaulting over the pallet right here. 2 cipher machines here remaining at 50%. Cheerleader still at max health. Cheerleader still does have pom-poms, but seems like we didn't get the dash over properly, but that's still okay. No pallet stun, because Cheerleader got blocked there. Tad bit unfortunate. That is very unfortunate, but Cypher Machine wise, everything should be fine and dandy for now. The 80% Cypher Machine here is actually from First Officer's side, but Yat on the other, actually no, it's not fine. Survivor needs to run quite a bit of the distance here to come into rescue, but N should be able to get it before half rescue. The good news here is N should be able to get it before half rescue. The bad news is First Officer needs to go decode that 58% Cypher Machine now, and no one has tie turner here anymore. It is, of course, double flywheel survivors. So they probably were expecting a Violetta. I mean, even on that side, no, we're going to be able to get the rescue here, thankfully. Cheerleader rushing away from this area would be, for the best case scenario, that's going to be a pom-pom there. A little bit too close for the comfort right now, but we still did manage to get it down here, thankfully, on Repa's side. But that 86% Cypher Machine, I mean, if you don't go chair, I guess this could also work. But on that side note, we are going to see how long we can contain here. But I guess, okay, abnormal out immediately. Okay, that is quite a nice abnormal. So I don't think survivors can actually rush the Cypher Machines here anymore. You could potentially have First Officer coming in for rescue, but all what Opera Singer needs to do here is to cheer the cheerleader near Enchantress. And that Cypher Machine will be locked forever. You could potentially change targets here if you really want to do so, because like there's you can shadow strike around quite a bit right here, but it seems like we kind of failed the shadow leap. We're going to be able to get the TP back here, and of course Dash is ready once again. That's a cancellation, which is still fine, but you're going to be able to get a flywheel. Ooh, flywheel came in clutch. This is the first time flywheel came in clutch. Thankfully Opera Singer's basic hitbox is quite short here, but even with that on mind, they need to go open and complete a new Cypher Machine. For Repa right now, probably standing away from Ori would be the best case scenario here. Meanwhile, survivor wise, you do have an Enchantress still wanting to rush that Cypher Machine. Cheerleader does have 2 pom-poms now though, so she's kind of a lost cause in this scenario. I mean, Repa, we are going to be able to see where First Officer is, thankfully. But it's kind of a lost cause here. It is kind of a lost cause here. You are going back. That's a little bit risky. That is really risky. Because, yeah, okay, thank God Ench left. If Ench didn't leave there, it would have been really bad. But like, the only one who you can chase after here is First Officer. But even with First Officer on mind as well, we did not get a hit right there. We are going to be able to cancel it with Dash. But even with that on mind, that's going to be a basic hit down here. 40% Cypher Machine. We do know where the cheerleader is right now. First Officer is going to be using up self-heal here immediately. Okay. I genuinely expected Ench to contain a little bit longer, but I guess, as a matter of fact, she wasn't containing early game, so she doesn't have that much curse stacks on her right now. Now then, on that side note, you do have a cheerleader nearby as well, but even with cheerleader here, seems like we are aiming for the tinnitus range to be given towards the hunter right now, but it seems like we are going to be able to find out where cheerleader here is immediately. Meanwhile, the Cypher Machine currently at 54%. I don't think they're going to be able to pop it. That's the unfortunate part, because cheerleader is too slow. Oh, never mind, I forget what I said. Cheerleader is playing a lot of mind games here. Didn't get any hit, but it seems like the Cypher Machine is going to be primed soon. It's currently an 80% Cypher Machine. And on that side note, we are panicking here a little bit, so we are going to have to change around. Now, probably what would be best is just to break a pallets, yeah, because you have fast pallet break anyway, so you might as well go for it. Flywheel here, once again buying so much time. But it seems like it's just about enough right now, as we are going to be able to get that down here on towards the cheerleader. Now, to be fair, on First Officer side, if First Officer really wants to do so, he could potentially look for the dungeon right now, but I don't think that's also necessary in this case scenario as well. We're going to go straight look for First Officer. First Officer doesn't use self-heal at all, so running back here for FO is not the best choice. Well, I mean, it's still a 3-man mission at the end of the day. You're going to be able to get a tinnitus pop anyways, but I guess from the hunter side, it is a tad bit unfortunate we didn't get cheerleader down a little bit faster, because if we did manage to get cheerleader down a little bit faster right there, then it would have been a little bit different. But anyways, First Officer on towards this side of the map. There is no dungeon nearby. That is the good news. So 3-man elimination here should be guaranteed for Repa, but it just depends on how long Ori can contain for here as well. Unless he gets miraculous 4 pallet stuns towards the dungeon, then I don't know. But then like it's still Opera Singer endgame. So, and the dungeon is near second stop, so that's not going to be too doable here for the First Officer, but still quite a nice bit of time bought. 3-man elimination here for and Repa moving on to our second half. Okay, second half we go. We're going to be able to see a wildling patient, Embalmer, and of course the Magician here. Embalmer Magician kind of guarantees the tie, but it's also a very nice counter here against the Opera Singer. Now this is going to be a little bit of a switch up here with a spawn location. It seems like we will actually want Patient to spawn just a bit, just between Tents, Circus, and Fourth Stop here. So I wonder if this allows Patient to buy a little bit more distance from the Opera Singer with the loops and such, but we are going to have to see, aren't we? But even with that aside, Opera Singer does spawn at a relatively nice area with quite a bit of shadow realms here for herself to dash in towards. You have two here near second stop, you have us to slide, and of course you have the double pallet one window there as well. So that's kind of like 3 mini shadow realms for you to dash around, and of course the double pallets near the fourth stop. But with the band picks we go, it's going to be anti-current band here, followed up by your most truly first officer, and then it's going to be the mercenary and the cord. So it seems like Wildling here has to be chosen out regardless of what happens here, because you definitely can't get that journalist out nor that gravekeeper out when you're playing against this hunter at the end of the day. But anyways, we are going to be able to move on straight towards the game. It seems like for Yui here, we didn't really get the dashes on properly, so Patient is going to be able to buy quite a bit of time here with this early rotation. 15 seconds straight towards the game right now. Patient is not going to be going upstairs here. It's probably the best case scenario, but we do see that there's going to be a hook spot here rotating straight towards that windows, and of course utilizing the double pallets on one window here nearby. Now a little bit of an early rotation, fair enough, but that hook is still very nicely used, because once again you're playing against this type of team comp, you're going to be able to vault back here, and this seems like Patient actually predicted that pretty well. Pretty well. But okay, next hook is currently ready. We are going to be hooking over, but it seems like for this case scenario we didn't really hook down because we know that Opera Singer is very close nearby. So I guess honestly, when you're playing against Opera Singer, playing as Patient, this is your best case scenario here. This is basically what you should do. Not a bad spawn location, but of course it's also the fact that Yui here, early game Opera Singer, did manage to fill... never mind, don't learn that hook, okay? That hook does not exist to anyone, okay? We did get a normal hit there, but even with this normal hit aside, we weren't able to utilize the full movement speed boost here from that normal hit. But I mean, like, the elimination progress here, the in-cap progress here is a little bit slower compared to last game. It is currently 90 seconds in towards the game, so at least this isn't 250% Cypher Machines. And Kieri here doing a really good job with the mind games. We did manage to vault over, but not giving a terror shock here is definitely the priority. Persona wise, it's going to be Trump Card Detention here alongside with max pallet breaking, so we are going to be able to see that panic as well. Wildling did give up that 25% remaining Cypher Machine just to come here a little bit early, which is a very good decision made by the rescuer right here. Survivor wise, they have their fourth survivor already, well, their fourth Cypher Machine already being decoded by the Wildling. Oh, never mind, that's a brilliant 60% abnormal. Oh wait, it's an abnormal, not a blink. Oh, I thought it was a blink. Wait a second, this changes it up a little bit more than I thought it would. We're gonna be able to get the head on towards Wildling right there. Wildling getting rescued, but the down situation here is quite high. It seems like we want to go for the Patient here once again, but Patient going straight towards the corner here. Not a bad bet, but... ooh, we are missing one whole Cypher Machine now though. Now, Wildling definitely shouldn't be rushing that last Cypher Machine as well, because Opera Singer can catch up towards him anyway, get a hit and then normal anyways to force a rescue early. So you can't really blame Wildling on that. I'm just more surprised it's an abnormal type of Opera Singer. You rarely see this though, but it does seem like the survivors now do realize it's an abnormal Opera Singer. Now, Embalmer is on his way. Moriring is currently on his way, but it seems like Opera Singer is going to be able to spot out where this Embalmer is. But of course, Embalmer slowly making his way in. Yui also going back straight towards the chair right now. But the Z... okay, we did manage to spot out where the Embalmer is, but I guess even if you TP back here, it will be a little bit hard for you to be able to do much. Now, Patient is going to be able to go down. Embalmer is still alive and well ready to go. That's okay. But Patient here has to down at the most inconvenient place possible for the Opera Singer to chair. Now in this case scenario as well, we still do have a normal ready to go. We could change to teleport if we really want to do so, but I don't think it'll be a necessity right now, as we do see as well Magician finishing up that Cypher Machine and already getting the roller coaster to second stop. This is just to aid the survivors here a little bit more compared to usual, but with this chair scenario, I feel like motoring might not be the best place possible right now. Yui here, Opera Singer rushing straight towards this area. No Tinnitus here, thankfully, but Embalmer's location will still be revealed right here by the Tinnitus. And Normal will be coming in clutch. That's going to be a 40% regress here, so we kind of reduced 1/3 of Normal's rate. But being able to see where the Embalmer is... Oh, no, we did not see where the... Oh, we did see where the Embalmer is. It's just that Tinnitus was hidden there, so kind of assumed that there was no one there anyways. But there's still a small issue in this sense as well, because when the Embalmer goes down, I don't think we rescue. I think the biggest issue here is that we shouldn't be rescuing, but also the last 3 Cypher machines are very close towards each other, so it's going to be a bit hard here for the survivors to play around. It seems like we're going to go with the immediate Embalm. Survivor wise, you shouldn't really be decoding right now, but I feel like Magician may be found here immediately as well on that side. No, Magician is not found just yet, but we are going towards the back right now. We did get a little bit of an indication here from Magician's side, but Magician is a type of survivor that does counter Opera Singer here quite a bit. That's a very nice mind game back. Yui here didn't really expect that as well, and we're currently starting the last Cypher machine. Okay, this is pretty good for Ant Survivor right now. They know what they're doing. They are pulling distance early game as well to not give Opera Singer here any chance to redeem herself. But also at the same time, Survivor containment wise, they are definitely doing great. You cannot disagree with me on that. Okay, regarding to Dash Wand, I did not expect, but I guess it's okay at the end of the day. Coaster is currently at 3rd stop. We are cheering very closely towards the Embalmer Cypher, but even with Embalmer here in mind, if we really do decide to change targets, I do think it's okay. Embalmer needs to basically run away now. Meanwhile, we get a rescue on Magician, and Magician needs to go decode here immediately. We're going to be able to get the vault over here. Thankfully, we're not going to be able to TP. Oh, we did not TP over. It seems like we were about to TP over, but we didn't, thankfully, because Yui there, very nice mind games played, but Embalmer going down here as well. Now then, okay, last Cypher machine, 24%. The only issue here is the last few Cypher machines are way too close towards each other right now, so we can't really get much done in this scenario too. But Wailing getting that Cypher machine done is actually pretty impressive. Very nice mind state right now. But we are going to be changing target straight towards Magician. The Magician needs to be able to run away a little bit faster than just that. But as long as... Oh, never mind, we paused. We're going to afford it ourselves right here. Okay, sorry. And we're back. Okay then the Magician, one last one, didn't get a hit right there, but it seems like we're still going to be going down. A little bit unfortunate. Magician shouldn't be walking, is what I think, because the moment Magician started walking there, that was the biggest issue of all. Monitoring here coming straight towards this area, but there isn't really much here to use. We did manage to get a coffin down, but even with that coffin down right there, you aren't going to be able to get much from that Sally. Monitoring going down here, a bit of an inconvenience place to chair, but ooh, Cypher machine doesn't seem like it's enough. Yui here, format elimination is a huge possibility, but we also don't want the self-heals to come out clutch as well. Now all survivors have to run away, because they can't be too close towards Cypher machine. Normal is definitely still ready as well, but they're too close towards each other. That's an issue. That is a definite issue here. But I also do think that Wailing cannot get on board here, because I mean, he could, but if we change targets, it's an issue. I guess if we change target, it is quite a bit of an issue. We are going to be getting that second on straight towards the Wildling here. Meanwhile, Magician is currently healing as well. Cypher machine wise, Yui is still watching. Yui is really watching right now. We're going to be able to get that pallet down here, thankfully. Max heal here on Magician's side. But I guess for Wildling, he does have Boar ready, doesn't he? It's been 30 seconds, I think. No, it hasn't been. I'm a bit confused right now, but Cypher machine currently out 61%. We're going straight towards Magician right there. Magician, on the other hand, probably wouldn't be... Oh, he was able to manage... Oh, never mind. I was about to say he managed to reach it, which is brilliant, but we're going towards not such of a great corner here as well. It's really just the last 3 Cypher machine being too close towards the area, which is the issue. It's kind of like playing against Dreamwatch. You need to make sure the last 3 Cypher machines aren't close towards each other, or this is an issue, or this is a huge issue. Early game containment definitely wasn't bad, but playing against Opera Singer is really just like playing against Dreamwatch. You need to pull distance early, you need to heal, and you need to be able to know where your last 3 cipher machines are. So yeah, now then we do see Magician going down here once again, but down here on the other side, there's nothing much Wilding can do here, so I do think it's going to be a formal elimination. We are going to be increasing it as much as we can here. Now, Magician did go down. Magician is also still healing. We are going to be cheering this guy. No, we aren't going to be cheering this guy. They just don't want them to bleed out. They really just don't want them to bleed out. But I have no idea what this... this is such a long game with this slugging, I won't lie. Let's see here. We're gonna be not gonna get a hit on Magician right there. Still trying to kite here on the Magician side. But while he used up self heal, while this TP, the last 3 cipher machines are too close to each other for them to be able to do much. I think that's the only issue right now. But we are going to be able to see a double down situation here and a formal elimination. Okay, let's congratulate YG on winning round 1, moving to round 2.